Yes, my sports to the bone people, back at it again with another video. And as you can see, I am in the mobile office. Yes, my people, free paper bun. I am back at work again. So I'm bringing you this one straight from the mobile office. Now, my regular viewers and subscribers know how I like to do it over here. You know, at the end of every game or at the end of a series, I will listen to what the captain has to say, and we'll just come on and discuss it a little bit. So just give a listening ear until the end. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, if you watched last night's game and you didn't get a chance to comment this morning, you can go ahead in the comment section and let me know your thoughts as it relates to that game. Now, Captain Shai Hope, he spoke on a few things after the game. I have actually highlighted a couple of key talking points coming out of that interview that I want to zoom in on. So he was asked about the game in general. Man said that, he has to commend the bowlers for the effort that they put in for the entire series, right? So he's saying that the bowlers, they have actually put in some good work throughout the series, but looking back at what happened in last night's game, they probably allowed Pakistan to score a bit too much. I was saying that the pitch, the wicket, was better for batting in comparison to what happened in the game prior. But if he's to be critical, it would be that the bowlers probably gave them a bit too much to do where the batting is concerned, right? So that is what he was saying where the bowling is concerned. He said that they continuously speak about executing with the ball, and there is progress. According to Shai Hope, there is some progress there, but it's all about being consistent. So even though we can see the progression, we can see players trying new things and trying to keep it tight. It's all about how consistent you can do it, right? Not only from game to game, but within the game. Can you be consistent for all 4 overs? Can you be consistent for 3 out of your 4 overs, right? That is what Hope was basically saying where the bowling is concerned. He was saying that same thing with the batting. We need to be consistent. When it comes on to batting in the middle, we have to find a way to improve in terms of rotating the strike. And, obviously we're a power hitting team. That is what they call themselves. So more often than not, they will be able to find boundaries. But when the boundaries aren't coming, according to Shai Hope, the team needs to find a way to score, to rotate the strike, right? He was saying that we have to play complete cricket. That is what Shai Hope calls it, playing complete cricket, making sure that they are batting well, bowling well, and also fielding well, because that is how you win games. As I said earlier, he mentioned progression. Man is saying that you can see the progression in small areas, but he's really and truly looking for that overall consistency. He spoke about intent, saying that coming out of the second game, that is something that they spoke about in the dressing room, that batsmen need to show intent, and he gave a little hats off to Alec Arthanes and Joel Andrew, who went out there, batted with intent, and gave us that solid start. He's saying that Alec Arthanes and Joel Andrew, they have shown that, they have what it takes to play at this level, at that pace. So, he just gave those two a bit of credit there for going out in the power play and showing some intent, right? He also spoke about, playing as a team and some of the things that we need to do to become the best team in the world. Man was saying that the things that they discussed in the meeting, a few guys went out there in the third game and they looked to implement those things in their game, right? Man was saying that in order to become the best team in the world, we have to do these good things regularly. That is how we become a top tier team, is what Captain Shai Hope was saying last night. He was asked about captaining at this in this format. Man was saying that it's tough captaining in the format because, you know, it's moving fast. The games are coming thick and fast, and the fans are always expecting wins, you know, so there cannot be any excuses and stuff like that. They need to find ways to win, you know. So he's saying that, you know, they definitely want to get better as a team, but in terms of leading the team, you know, there are just some things that they really and truly need to iron out to make sure that, you know, the team is moving in the right direction. We have been hearing this for a while now. Our team needs to be moving in the right direction. Team is going through a phase, you know, so these are things that we have been hearing. And, you know, we don't want it to be a case that when the World Cup comes around next year, we're hearing that, you know, we're in a rebuilding phase. We have been rebuilding from the last, even before the last World Cup. But say for argument's sake, we have been rebuilding from the last World Cup. How can we still be rebuilding going into the next World Cup? Is either we are not doing we're not doing enough to improve the players, or when we select certain players, we're not really giving them enough time to really mature, you know. But that is where our cricket is at, my viewers and subscribers, because even the senior players, established players that you really and truly believe should be there to help shepherd in the youngsters, you know, they are not holding their own either. So sometimes you are looking at them and saying that, boy, they can hardly make the team. So you find that you have a lot of youngsters coming in at the same time. You know, you don't have senior players that are there sticking around. You know, you have a few senior players, but you know, you would want, when you're selecting a team, you know that, listen, if the team is at a place that it should be, generally speaking, you can always look and say these 8 players will always play, right? If barring injuries are just rotation for rotation's sake. These 8-9 players, they are sure pick, and then you might have a 2 or so, or a 1 slot that, you know, you really and truly need to iron out depending on conditions or depending on certain things. So if you look at certain teams, you know, you can almost know their playing 11 that they're going to use, except, you know, when they are just giving youngsters an opportunity, or just switching it up based on conditions. But generally speaking, more so in ODIs and tests, you know. But when we can get to a place where we know that this is the teams coming to play against us know that this is the team, but they just cannot counter it, they cannot deal with it, then, you know, we're at a place that we can say, yes, we are proud to be. But there's a lot of work to be done, my viewers and subscribers. A lot of work to be done in terms of you know, the team moving to the level, or getting to that level where we want them to be. But yeah, that was just Captain Shai-Hope talking a little bit, coming out of that series there against Pakistan. A lot of learning to be had, my people. A whole lot of things that we need to improve on. But I just wanted to share that. Y'all can let me know your thoughts as it relates to what Skip had to say. Big up.